Congressman Paul Tonko was the first to greet the president. You can see him right there shaking hands with the commander-in-chief. Congressman Tonko, a Democrat, says the president laid out a plan in his address to provide incentives and tax breaks to help working Americans.
America's working families deserve and need a raise. And so this was about fairness and about growing the economy. When you empower the middle class, the purchasing power of that great many middle class, the great many of us, is the engine that runs our economy and the economic recovery.
And Republican Congressman Chris Gibson was also there, and he is with us live on the phone right now. Congressman, it's Greg Floyd. Can you hear me?
I sure can, Greg. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for being with us here live tonight. Let me ask you a couple of quick questions. The president's new programs obviously have to be paid for in part through higher taxes for some wealthier Americans. How does that sit with you and your party?
Well, let me just say this. As the president said, tonight he gave a speech, and he said a lot of the details of his policy proposals will come later. But, with his focus on the working class, on the middle class, I think Greg, I grew up in one of those families in Columbia County, and I can tell you this, that the viewers out there who are watching the show, what they would tell you is the number one thing that's helping right now are the lower gas and home heating prices. The fact that we're paying $1.50 less per gallon is essentially money in the pockets of our hardworking families and small businesses. I know my family in the late 70s, when those gas and home heating prices spiked, it crushed us. So, look, we've worked together to improve this by expanding supply, and I think that was something that we should both be proud of, that we worked together. And then, the president talked about the tax code. Mm-hmm. Look, the last time we actually reformed the tax code was in the 1980s when we had a Republican president, President Reagan, and a Democratic Congress, divided government. Well, we've got divided government again. It's in reverse, but the point is we can work together.
The tax
closing
code?
Loopholes and lowering rates. Just like with the gas and home heating prices, you put more in the pocket of my small business owners and our hardworking families, and this economy will grow. So, we can work together, enact pro-growth policies, and you'll see the whole country move forward together.
Congressman, you sound very bipartisan. It's what the Founding Fathers wanted, but do you think the rest of your party feels that way?
Well, look, I would tell you it's got to come from both sides. The president as well, he's going to have to, we've passed a number of bills here in the first 2 weeks, and he was issuing veto threats, some of them before the bill got out of our chamber. So, and remember, I'm talking about bills that Democrats voted for here in our House as well. So there's going to be, I imagine, some storming and norming going on here in the first several months, but I hope that the president will see the value in working together with both parties here in Congress. I'll certainly be working to inspire people to do just that.
Congressman Chris Gibson, Republican from Kinderhook, thank you so much for being with us tonight and taking the time. I know it's been a busy night. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and best wishes, everyone.
Many other Republicans not so kind. We do have more from the president's State of the Union address online right now. Lots of reaction. CBS6albany.com. You can also like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter. Tori.